The Dragon Ball Daima finale, Maximum. The episode starts taking us into the action as adult Goku rises up in full Super Saiyan 4. As the title card hits the screen, Goku begins powering up and launches a right hook directly at Goma's face, taking him to the ground and creating a massive explosion in the arena. The two rise up and begin fighting fairly evenly, but Goku still has the slight upper hand. Goku then flies around Goma's arm and hits him with a devastating body blow. However, the third eye kicks in and allows Goma to recover and power up further. Goma begins using his magic and Goku does his best to counter all the magical orbs. Goku powers up and continues to land body blows, but once again the third eye saves Goma and he powers up further. Goma laughs as Goku's efforts seem futile. Goku is exhausted and knows Super Saiyan 4 will not last much longer, so he powers up further and continues to give it all against Goma. Goku hits Goma with a flurry of attacks that would incapacitate any other opponent. Then Goku begins powering up a super Kamehameha while Goma creates a giant energy ball to counter it. The two have a beam struggle that seems even thanks to the third eye before Goku pushes himself further and pierces Goma as well as all three demon realms with the attack. We've never seen a Kamehameha with this much destructive force. Goma, now with a massive hole in his chest, stands in shock at Goku's power. As Goma falls as if finally to die, Piccolo enacts their plan to remove the third eye. He strikes Goma in the head twice before the third eye activates and begins healing Goma. With little hope, everyone jumps into the fight to try to stop Goma before he heals. But the might of his power pushes everyone away. Now fully healed, Goma laughs at the idea that they ever had a chance against him. He celebrates his power, and Majin Buu comes in and hits him in the back of the head 3 times, freeing the eye. Goma falls to the ground and reverts back to his original form. The eye bounces to the ground and Gloria stomps on it, destroying it once and for all. Everyone celebrates Majin Buu on doing a great job. Even Dr. Renzu is proud of him. Marba then shows up with a jar and she uses a Mafuba-like technique to seal Goma and Degasu away. With Goma and Degasu defeated, the question becomes who will be the next Demon King. Kaioshin suggests a Renzu because she is obviously not all bad in his eyes. However, she refuses as she wants the role under her own power to prove that she earned it and prevent anyone from usurping her power. Neva then suggests a new rule that the one who defeats the Supreme Demon King will take on that role. That means Majin Buu is now the Supreme Demon King. Overcome with excitement and joy, Buu accepts the role and makes his friends the prime ministers of the Demon Realm. Hybe is asked to be a prime minister as well, but is ignored. As everyone seems happy, Neva comments that Buu might be great in the role. Back in the third Demon Realm, the gang prepares to leave. Pansy gives Bulma some Magnite as promised. Goku and Vegeta argue about who could have won against Goma, as well as Goku hiding Super Saiyan 4 from him. Goku admits that he knew he had the power to do it, but wasn't sure if it would work. Neva asks Dende and Piccolo about staying in the Demon Realm, but they would rather return to Earth. They do offer to tell the other Namekians about the original home world. Because of the hole that Goku created in all 3 Demon Realms, they have become more hospitable and people from all different areas are coming together. The gang says goodbye and they begin to fly back to Earth. The credits start to roll and we see a montage of all the characters who were left behind on Earth now back in their adult forms, with the exception of Gohan. We get no mention of Gohan. We then get a post-credit scene where Goku wants to stop at the store where he got the revived bugs because he's out of Senzu. When they get there, the shop owner is shocked at how big Goku has gotten and wonders if it was an effect from the bugs she gave him. Bulma sees some bugs and is scared before finding out that they will help her with her beauty. At that point, she wants to buy all of them. Pansy is shocked to find a jar over to the side that is covered with dust. Inside the jar are evil third eyes. The lady says she used to have 3 and sold 1, but would offer the others a discount if they wanted to buy one, and the episode ends. So, that was the finale of Dragon Ball Daima. Overall, I really enjoyed the finale. I think it was a great way to end the series. We had a really good final fight, and then we had some Toriyama humor with Majin Buu becoming the Supreme Demon King, and of course the final pun and joke of the fact that this overwhelming invincible item was something that could be bought at a store that had been there from the entire time. It's just that's just funny. That's just Toriyama, and that's Dragon Ball. And much like Dragon Ball, we have a non-definitive ending. The ending ends, but there's still the door open. Like some people think that there's going to be a Diamond season 2. I don't believe that to be the case, but we don't even see them get back to Earth. They're leaving for Earth, and that's where it leaves off. So it's the idea that there is the possibility of more adventure, which is typically what Toriyama does when he ends his series. Again, when you look at Dragon Ball, it didn't have a definitive ending. It had Goku going off with Majin Buu, or with going off with Oob rather, to train. That's how it ended. If you look at Super, it ends with Goku and Vegeta fighting, after the Tournament of Power, and wanting to continue to work on each other. There isn't a definitive ending a lot of times when it comes to Dragon Ball. It's always the idea of there will be more fights, there will be more adventures. We just won't be a part of them, and that's fine. I really enjoyed Daima overall. It was a great series that definitely recaptured a lot of the love I have for original Dragon Ball. It definitely wasn't perfect. It had some pacing issues at times. And of course, there's going to be the complaints about canonicity of things. And, I think people just need to relax on that and enjoy the series. Um, you know, yes, there are things that weren't answered if we're going to say that it's connected to Super. And yes, I understand how that can be frustrating for some, but just enjoy the series as a whole. Maybe it will turn out that it's not connected. I don't think that's the case. But again, the plot points and the items that are quote unquote causing issue in the grand scheme of things, they're minor. We're talking about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which is minor, or I should say Ultra Vegeta 1. We're talking about Kaioshin and Kibito, which can still potentially be explained because again, as I mentioned in the last episode, we don't know what Glorio's wish was, and we have not seen them arrive back at Earth. So they could do something as simple as having the wish having been to restore the fighters to how they were when they defeated Majin Buu, which would have been adults, which is a technicality that also would have caused Kaioshin and Kibito to refuse during proximity. It could be something as simple as that. We don't know. Or it may never be addressed. And that's par for the course for Dragon Ball. But either way, I really enjoyed the series. I would love to hear your thoughts on the finale as well as the series as a whole. So please shout out in the comments below. Let me know what you thought. And thanks for listening. And I'll be back with some more videos in the future. Have a good one.